There's just a broad range of expectations out there, and and a desire, I think, on the part of the church for leadership out of the bishops, while also there being just organizationally significant restraints on the bishop's capacity to do well in those areas. It's like, bring change, take us to a new day, but here are the 25 limitations to your ability to do that. I think if there is something that I feel coming from a local church background that I miss and that I have to figure out how to replicate or to search for, is that at the local church level, my satisfactions came from being near the edge and margin of the church, where the church meets the world, where it invites and engages new people, service projects, mission, it's where the church encounters those who are not a part of the church. That's where the action is in the life of the church for me. So as a bishop, I've got all these layers in between. The cabinets, superintendents, conference staff, pastors, congregations, laity, and then it's just at that point that we engage the church. So it takes learning some new skills to figure out how to enliven the church and how to make it effective at those margins from such a central place with so many layers. Now, as a bishop, it means I have to find my satisfactions in the satisfactions and success and fruitfulness of other people's work for the most part. I have to figure out how to feed congregations and encourage pastors and be involved with the development of pastoral leadership and lay leadership and congregational development in ways that makes that difference. And then I find my satisfactions from this third row seat of just seeing that happen. In this time of just rapid change, where many of our pastors and congregations have learned to do ministry in one way that is no longer engaging the next generation, what it requires is for pastors to learn, and it requires congregations to learn. And so I think part of the role of the leader is to encourage a culture of learning, of constant adaptation, and engaging what's going on around for both pastors and laity. The biggest difference I see between those congregations that are stagnant and declining and those that are either finding a new way or beginning to grow is that those that are kind of thriving in this environment are congregations that it's become part of their culture to learn. Ultimately, there are going to be some congregations that are so resistant or so hardened that they're going to be unable to adapt. I think the question for leadership is, do we pour more and more of our energy and resources into that 20% that have no desire to learn or to change? Or do we use that 20% on the other end of the spectrum who are out there and doing it to teach and lead all those in between who want to do it but are needing the skills and needing the inspiration to do it? So I'd rather concentrate on the 20% and then on that 60% that really can change rather than to get bogged down and focus all of our energy on kind of problem solving on churches that don't want to change.